down old memory lane. Yeah, that's where we're going. So I'm going basically to a place where I caught my second carp from. Yes, my second carp. And I don't know what the fish are like in there. I fished it probably about 3 years ago, and I've not been since. Double run there. Come on. Ooh, let's get that hook out your way, mate. There we are. There we are. Little one. Yeah. £1, £2 at the max. So let's get this one back and then we'll get the second one straight out. And then fish number 2. £3, £4 maybe. Just lost one. Had it on. Got it to the net. And then the hook pulled. That's the downside with barbless hooks. So I could feel it obviously twinging, and I didn't want too much pressure on it, but I didn't want to obviously take pressure off it either, if you know what I mean. Because obviously with the barbless hook thing, if you take pressure off, it might just spit it. So I'll give it all the line. I'm playing it well. I wanted to play it because it was a good fish. It was above £15. So I got it to the top, and it shot down, and the boil of it, obviously where it's going down with the water, whew, one big vortex, big mirror, gutted. 9.24, so that would have been the third fish. Went quiet, and I had a run before it, lifted into it, nothing there, and just rebaited it back up, chucked it back in, got it on the rod pod, just started to walk away from it, bang, gone, ripping off. Crazy. So it might be worth doing more casting, because they seem to be taking them obviously once they're fresh baits. Once they've been in the water 20 minutes, 30 minutes, don't seem to be bothered about it so much, go quiet. Big change time, sponsored by Citron. Okay, so here we go. So this is obviously what we're having. So this is the Corda Boom, the £25, loop-de-loop on each end, ring swivel on that side, which is going to go straight into my running rig, Ronnie rig on that side with a size 11 spinner swivel, so obviously I can change the hook and that lot. So instead of having changed the whole entire thing, I just literally changed that end, and then from there we've got my baits obviously tipped off with a bit of a fake corn. Just needs a little bit of blobbing on there. That needs steaming, because as you can see it's like a banana at the minute. Makes no bloody difference in this water light, so that'll work, but I'm going to steam it anyway. So when you're on a runs water what's got smaller fish in, this is what you got to look out for. Now this isn't a homemade bait, I'm trying to use the sticky krill up, right? I know there's nothing wrong with these baits, they are alright. And it's not crayfish, because there ain't none in here. It's all been nibbled away, look. It looks more like a dog biscuit now instead of it being around boiling. So that's what all the beeps have been. Yeah. The little one's obviously nibbling it away. Now that could be anything. Roach, small carp, bream, there's a hell of a lot in here. Tench, anything. Just gnawing away at the baits. Look, they've flattened it off, look. They've proper been pecking at it. Top lip. Let's get that out of the way. Here we go. Right, so need to put a bit of fish care on this one. New boiler, obviously. Yeah. Right, try and pick it up then. Another common. Right, so you're running out of leads. You forgot them or whatever, so basically all this is my magic Sharpie. Right, so traditional back lead. Okay, I've got obviously a swivel inside of that, or a loop should I say. Yeah, just a loop. Right, so what you need to, oh shit, I dropped it, hang on. Right, so what you need to do is get your magic Sharpie pen, and you go abracadabra, abazoo, turn that into a normal lead, and there it is. Right, so now I can use that as a lead. Right, So all it is the normal back lead there, obviously all the gubbins taken off, obviously through magic. Quick link swivel, all I've done, I basically just put a bit of tubing on there just to try and help it stop coming off. It makes no fucking odds, like I'm only using it as running rig needs to be. And then just a ring on the end. So just like your Ronnie setup, obviously without the hook. Imagine that as a hook. And if we want to turn it back to a back lead, obviously you've got to get your magic Sharpie pen again. And you go abracadabra, abracazoo, turn that lead back into a back lead. Kajoo! And there it is. Back into a back lead. Yeah. So you need a magic Sharpie pen. If you haven't got a magic Sharpie pen, you can't do that. Oh, I got a stonking carpiac here for you. Right, seagulls, flying rats, whatever you want to call them, they do all our heads in, don't they? Right, you need to get rid of them. Right, you need a mate to do this. Okay, so one what doesn't get played with them. So what you do, you go and get yourself one of these. Yeah, still left all the tags on mine, as you can tell. So we'll pop all them lot off. There we are. And then what you do, you get your mate. So once the seagulls are up in the air and obviously they're dive bombing all your bait, there's a little button on the front. How good is that? And then your mate gets played with all the seagulls while you try and do baiting ups. So you do baiting ups in obviously different times. So you do it, get your mate to take this. Obviously he can do obviously that. And then when he needs to bait up, you go and get this, you go around the other end of the lake, and then you press it so he can do his baiting up, and then that's it, they all go to that thing. Yeah? Hello. Pretty good shape actually, this one. Right, you coming up for a picture? There we are. Oh, can't really get you any closer and the sun's in the wrong angle. But a lovely little common again. Yeah, it's probably the best I can get you. What a stunner. Like I say, not big. I ain't bothered about that. Oh, pristine. Right, so I'm back under the bivvy yet again. So because it's warm. I've just checked the temperature, it's 28. So, but it's surprising. There's a little bit of a breeze, which is weird for this place. But anyway, there's a breeze on it, so it's nice. So keep seeing all the gliders, obviously aeroplane above, and there's also them flying, what do you call them? Flying scooters, obviously with the wings on them. Microlights, they're the things. Sound like a bloody scooter coming down the street. Yeah, them things. So I've lost count on many fishermen now, obviously you've seen them all anyway. So I enjoyed that last one. I've just had to turn the cradle around because obviously the last one it was a bit hard to see with the sun and that lot. But I caught that one one before it. Just literally slipped it back in the water, fresh bait on, chucked the rod back out, and then the right rod went. Nearly a double take again, nearly. And then as I was playing that fish, obviously playing back on video, I heard the single beep again. But they're taking fresh bait, so the methods on here, it's what they're doing, they're gnawing the baits around. The rigs itself are perfectly fishing. I can recycle the rigs over and over and over again. Okay, so I've got one on that, which is a quarter boom on the left rod. And then on the right rod, it's a black version of the boa. Why have I gone black? Because I'm underneath the trees, I'm thinking of silt. So that's why I put that one over there. And then the left rod is on those lily pads. And both rods are going just as equal. So there's not one what's doing more and one what's doing less. So they're both rigs are working. But they are taking fresh bait. So every time something happens, you're best off working out the beeps, if it's run, blah, 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 whatever. Because there is little fish gnawing it away, as you've seen earlier. And you need to change the baits. Now they're on sticky krill and they're quite hard, these ones. There's nothing wrong with these. I know there was a bad batch at one point, but these ones are alright. And yeah, they're just pecking them away, so you could leave it out there 3 hours and you might end up bringing it back in with nothing on. £8 dead on. I thought it was around an 8. Right. Lively. Let's have that paddle, mate. There we are. Right, come on, one more time. There we are. Golden slab. Come on, don't make me terrier in you. It's about all I can give you. Now you're up. You're doing alright, yeah? There we are. Right, hopefully I can get a bit of a sit down. Possibly even think about having a brew. Because can't stop catching them. Obviously I pulled the bait off on this one, so obviously I need to redo it. Down to me again. No one else on. Everyone's gone home. Everyone's gone home. I've talked to 2. One guy was fishing around the other side. He's just literally drove off, just gone up the hill there. There was a guy down here. He drove around, had a chat to me. He's like, I'm blanking. I went, hey? He's like, I've never blanked on here. I went, fucking hell, mate. And he'll do the same as what he's done every other time, but blanking. Show you on the out and about, try and hold the tripod. There we are. There we go. Another little one. Oh, stunning. That is sheer gold to me. That is beautiful. Good condition. Being well. Don't look like it's been done many times. Playing really nice on me. Mwah. Right, you know when you shrink your t-shirts in the dry, obviously once you've washed them? Well, I think I've done that, obviously with me sweating and all the heat from the sun. So it feels a little bit tighter, and I've only ate 1 pie, so it's not food.
What?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Not bad yourself?
Not bad. I was just saying about my twat tan.
Oh yeah, I've got one of them. Permanent t-shirt. Yeah.
I reckon I've shrunk this with the sweat
Well done,
and
mate.
the heat. Anyway, let me get you your bits and bobs, mate. Pop-up makes pink, orange and plain.
Lovely, thank you
There you
very
go.
much.
We help each other out, don't we?
We do indeed.
You sorted me out with some leads from one of your locals, didn't you?
Alright.
I deleted that other bit of video because, like I say, I had your reg and I've been covering mine up as well.
Alright.
So, yeah. Thank you, mate.
Good seeing you.
So, mix that with whatever you want, turn
Yeah.
them into wafters, pop-ups. I mean, that's all it is, it's pop-up mix anyway. So, that's what we do, isn't it? Obviously, if we're ordering from the bait companies like Bath, whoever,
Yeah, see if anybody else wants anything at the same time.
to order a bigger amount, and then obviously, instead of, if I'm doing an order, it saves you messing about postage, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
What is postage? £7?
Something like that, isn't it?
So that would have cost you probably 8 to 10 quid each one, and then postage on top.
Yeah.
It's not fucking worth it, is it? Obviously I did that big order, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've had another one out as after I sent you the cords to come here.
Nice one.
So, and want a big one, but bloody hell, it was sheer gold. Little common.
Yeah.
It's only about yay big, but it's not about the fish, is it? It's about the
To say what
the size, shall I say. It's obviously catching. Anyway, you brought a cup. There. Right. I've only just boiled that anyway, so we'll pause the camera and make a brew for him. Rules are,
Rules are.
when you're on the bank and you're fishing, if you don't bring a guest chair, then your guest gets your chair. That's the rules. If you don't like it, lump it.
Comfy now.
Look. I did a video about the tips. And you see what I mean about the tip? The alarm never registered and the hanger never moved, but yet the tip was bouncing all over. There we are, that's recording now. I might need to brush the net down on this one. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh yeah. Yep, that's the biggest one. Hook's just fucking flung out, hasn't it? Hook just come out at the last second, look.
I was lucky then.
Yeah, look at that. I've had a lot like that. That's the biggest one. I'll get my scales ready though. It's already zeroed for it anyway. I'm going to say £10, maybe 12. You ready?
Yeah.
It's not going to like it in the sun. I know that much. Let's get that flipper. There we are. Bring it a bit closer if you need to. Let's try and get under there. How's that?
Perfect.
Yep, I know you do that. It's been in the walls a bit on its fins. Oh, let's get under there. There we are, that's a better hold. Happy days. That's what we come for. Let's have a way of waking up there. Definitely going back in the sling this one anyway. Just turn her belly over. There we go. Right, so these are 0. Nine and a half. 9.5. I said 10, didn't I?
You did. Nice fish.
Oh, well, I think I said between 10 and 12 actually. Let's put this one back in. Film this bit as well if you want. You might see my arse crack there. It's a bit awkward down here because obviously I ain't got a lot to play with.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's ready straight away. Oh, straight away. I want that, didn't mess it up. Boom!
Nice.
That's it, right, let's
Well
get some
done.
fish spawn coffles now. Hook out. You don't generally get mirrors off the top like that. I'm gonna get a bath now, aren't I? Don't like it. I knew you were gonna go again. Try and get under that fin. There we go, mate. I can't get much of an hold on it. There we are. So Rich has witnessed me right rod go once or twice, is it?
Once, and then
Once on that one,
one's off it.
and then 2 off the surface fishing. What I've not shown you guys, Richard did a recording for us. Obviously I've won. The second one, never even bothered getting camera out for that one, did I?
No.
So we tried getting the ghosty. Ghosty sucked it in, didn't it?
Yep.
Not there. But the last 2 were, weren't they?
Still can't believe how that didn't get hooked.
That ghosty. I can't believe how the ghosty out there didn't get hooked. It was a right boil down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was on. It would have been nice to get one of the ghosties out. But I'll come back here again anyway.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if we try and plan something together, obviously you can get down as well.
Yeah.
You can fish 3 rods if you want, or you can fish just the 2, or 1 even. To be fair, you could easily have a day on just that rod there.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Easy.
Especially how they were going at it out there. They weren't spooked at all, were they?
Nah. Just dangle it in, mate. Dangle it in. Hook and line, that's all you need in there. Obviously if you're bread fishing, as you've seen. So that is literally all it were. Rod, reel, hook and line. Nothing else. And then obviously the bread. On to me again.
Yeah.
I'm the last man standing again.
Everybody's leaving.
Yeah. Time of night now though, isn't it? So.
That's gone down quicker than I thought.
Oh, are you drunk now already?
No, I mean the sun.
Oh right, yeah. I thought you meant
Yeah,
the coffee
we'll
though.
see
So
that
fuck
time
off.
too,
I made you a bigger brew than me.
Yeah, I can't drink it while it's really hot like that.
No, mine's a bit warm. I don't even need these on. Right, that needs to go over there to meet ash pan, what goes in the bucket. That's close enough, so I'll pick it up in a bit. He's having a look round, obviously checking his peg, good lad. Making sure he's not left out or anything, litter and that whatnot. But now, it's like I was saying to you earlier, I put the 3rd rod out, and I'm like, I don't need it. Yeah. Too many lines, too many rods. Could easily do this on a 1 rodder, easily. Just walk around with that, not them. Don't need the pod, don't need any of that, just that. I'd end up with a lot more, but I've had a good session, a really good session.
Yeah.
Let's find out how many he's had. We got the ghosty! What was I doing? Was I picking fish?
Yeah. If one come up that weren't ghosty, you weren't having it.
Now, pull it out his mouth. That is beautiful. See all the markings?
It's the light shining on it. You can't really get a very good.
Reflecting back on him. Oh, could do with it. My beams now. Go on, let's get you, mate. Oh, I want you that side now. Right, Terry earn it. There we go. That is what we come for. Not the size. The beaut. Get some of this on him. And you know what I'm going to do, mate?
What's that?
I'm going to go for his brother now. And his sister. And his mother. Yeah.
Job's a good one.
Did you notice no lift?
Yeah. Don't need to though, do you? Suck it in and they're away.
Little 9 foot rod on the Shimano 10,000. That's a good bit of light there, just kicked in. Oh, maybe not. Bit slippy on that end. Now you can tell I'm not milking that, can't you?
Yeah.
Angry, aren't they?
Yeah.
Over here. Dropped out there. It's gonna wake up again in a second, I say now. Got them reeds. There we are. I got the good mouth one. Again. This is going to be angry. It's angry already. Oh, you're being good now. See it alright?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for one more. And then the rod's coming in. Just try to get the last couple of fish in before obviously I go home. So I'm in stalking methods. Not big one again, but all welcome. Thanks for coming, mate.
Right.
So just making sure obviously that's not in there. So Rich, we'll see us on here. How we need to get on here.
Definitely.
Yeah. Shall we just do one rod each?
Yeah.
And have a little play, have a little challenge between us.
If fish go mad like that, then it's going to be
Not the
good.
biggest fish, just go for the number.
Yeah.
There we are. We set ourselves a challenge, so we need to set a date. So we'll do that obviously in due time.
Yeah.
Are they biting you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, my fucking elbows are burning.
Little buggers.
Right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to have another smoke. Hopefully have a little natter to Rich, and then see you later on the next one. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have. Later on.
See you later.